I've been debating this, and I've been kind of nervous and a little bit apprehensive about what I should do here. But from two things I've kind of been battling with is that what do I listen to the most? And that is, do I listen to my brain? Do I listen to what my brain is telling me is that I should not do this, that I should keep it to myself, that I should keep my feet behind the line and do not draw myself further to a situation that I am not involved in. But on the other end, my heart is telling me something. It's telling me that sometimes you have to take a risk. Sometimes you got to take a step forward. And I've been wondering what. So after coming over this confliction between my brain and my heart, I decided to go with my heart. And before I get started here, this video that I'm making is for my brother Stevie, or Someguy827. Just to make things clear that I'm making this video directly into regards to a person that he's having an issue with, and I know from this standpoint, from like I said, from my brain, that I should not get myself involved, but according to my heart, sometimes you have to take a risk and take a stand and support, the ones you care about. And, Creepy Cows did the same thing when she helped with a collab with all of us, and we did what we did to help make you feel better, by the way, Stevie, or Someguy827. So I wanted to do this because I wanted to take a risk at saying what comes to my mind about this. It's nothing against you, I know that. No, nothing against you at all, nothing. It's just I feel for you in this situation, because even though that I have not gone through worse than the situation that you have been before, which is regarding, with your kid and with your situation regarding your ex-fiance, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. If not, please do correct me. But I would feel plagued, or feel like I'm going under a bit of a nightmare when it comes to that sort of thing. And it's it's hard to overcome those certain obstacles, especially when you have family that is being harassed. Your grandmother, and I believe your grandfather as well, are receiving such indignation from someone constantly harassing you, especially over an issue which is regarding some sort of responsibility over a child that looks nothing like you. And to this certain person that I wanted to say to, this certain female person, what is it that you're hoping to achieve? I just honestly want to know. Because Stevie, he's a good guy. He's been a good guy to me. He's been nice. His hospitality is not like any others that I've seen. He's treated me nice. He's treated a lot of people nice. And just what I'm saying is that, what in the hell is the problem? I mean, why can't you just leave him be? I mean, the man's just trying to live a life, another place. And for no reason should he has to be constantly harassed and harassed and harassed over and over again. Now, coming right back, that to a certain extent, like I said, that although I've not been in any worse scenarios as you, Stevie, man. One scenario I've talked about before when it came to one of my friends who was going through a tough time, Undertaker Freak 1127, the example. I mentioned a story about a former friend of mine who sent me a threatening message threatening to kill me because of an accusation which was proven inconclusive. There was no evidence to prove it. I got pissed and I asked this person for evidence, and there was no evidence. So technically, currently to this day, I've been waiting 5 years, technically speaking, for this sort of evidence, and it's never come out. And I've been thinking to myself, there's no evidence to prove it because it never happened. But see, it's stuff like that. When it comes to a situation regarding someone that you care, when you've what's the appropriate word? Where you've known this certain person before, but they make these accusations. And this also regards to the other people who lived out in Vegas too. And yes, as you can see, I'm wearing this. But anyway, that's irrelevant. But I just can't see why that, and I'm coming right back to the other person, I just can't see why you can't leave one person be and let him live his life with the person that he loves the most. And, because it's already tough for him, with a court battle he had to go through regarding to his kid, but having to receive constant indignation from you, this female, because I'm not going to point out names, I'm not name dropping, but to receive such indignation. Not only does he have to receive that sort of indignation, his grandmother, who is going through some severe health problems, his grandfather, why do they have to take that? Why do they have to endure that sort of thing? Because you have something possibly against Stevie, or you have some sort of claim that you want to make, but you never proved it. No evidence suggests otherwise, something about a responsibility of a kid that from you that hasn't been proven, that does not match any physical appearances at all that matches to him. It's just something that it's baffling, man. I just don't know. But I'm just wondering, what do you hope to achieve out of this sort of thing? Because, to be honest, I wouldn't want to receive that constant harassment. Being, I would have to go through a whole lot. Also in regards to having to live a lot of regrets and living a lot of things and living a nightmare of having to go through so much, such as, alcohol, drugs, anything. And apart from that, in some similar ways, and not as, like I said, it's not as worse, but I even had issues with alcohol as well, even though that's not kind of relevant, but I'm kind of relating to Stevie in a sense that, having to feel bad about so much things in your life, and sometimes in life you can't really take it. But why should Stevie have to go through so much shit because of all this? Can't you just let the guy live his life the way that he wants to live? Let him live life happy. Now, I know I'm pretty much astray to this whole thing. And I'm not doing this in any way to be some sort of pest. And I want to make it clear, this is nothing against Stevie or Someguy827. I'm here, I'm supporting him as he's been a brother to me, and I want to be a brother right back. And, I too feel so much angry, but, at the same time, I just feel a little bit more concerned. Because I really think it's just unfair. Completely unfair. That he's got to keep going through this crap over and over and over again. Constant harassment. From phone messages. From claims that haven't been proven, and from other people telling one story to someone else and then another story to a different party between Stevie and his fiance. I've had that happen to me before, but like I said, the situations that I've been may not have been as worse, may not have been as critical or severe as the situations that he's gone through in regards to this, which nearly destroyed his relationship, or nearly destroyed the relationship between him, his fiance, his friends, whoever. But it's crap like that that makes me, it infuriates me. It makes me feel like, I don't want anything to do. And antisocial behavior, that's one of the sort of things to that. So why does he have to continue to suffer down that same thing over and over again? Can't you just leave him be? That's all I gotta say. For you. But as for Someguy827, man, like I said, if this is kind of pushing things a little too far, feel free to let me know. I will take this down right away. I don't mean to be a pest within the situation regarding my irrelevance to it. Because I really do feel for you, and I really do think that it's kind of unfair for you to be going through this sort of thing. And a whole lot of people are going to be telling me, why in the hell are you doing this? it's pointless. You got nothing to do with it. Well, you know what? I'm speaking from what my heart tells me, not my brain this time. And I know it's stupid of me to be thinking with my heart rather than my brain logically to this, but feeling that it's really the gut feeling inside of me that's really telling me it so much, because I can relate a bit of story to this, and it's not fair for one to be going through that sort of crap. Not to mention, you know, Someguy827, or I'm just going to say his name again, Stevie, has done a lot of stuff for me. He's done a lot of stuff for a lot of people, and you know, in such ways, I owe him big time. He's not just a positive influence for me to speak what I want to feel on certain things. A whole lot of people do that as well, but I'm just saying with Stevie, he has the balls to speak what he wants to feel. He doesn't feel like he needs to back down. I mean, whether if he's wrong, then he knows. I mean, there's some things that I possibly don't agree with. I mean, some things. But, you know, he's even admitted himself. He's not perfect. He's not, you know, completely, you know, whole as in perfect. But he's done a whole lot for me. He's done a whole lot for a whole lot of people, and he's just trying to be happy with his life, and I don't really think that he needs this constant harassment. So, that's just what I have to say. But anyways, before I end this off, some guy, if you're ever watching this, you know, I'm sorry, dude, and I'm here because, you know, I'm supporting you, and this is what I wanted to say, and also to thank you for what you've done for me and what you've done for other people. And you know, you like getting a little emotional from it, but I thought that I would never be, you know, involved with a lot of cool people like yourself, Must Destroy Y'all, Undertaker Freak. I mean, I know there might be differences between other people with you and such others. Take Shot Action, Queenie Martha, and everyone else, but I'm glad that I got to be a part of something, and I'm glad that I got to be, you know, more knowing. I got to know you more as you also got to know me, and I also wanted to thank you for a lot that you've done for me. So that's just what I wanted to do. And that I don't ever want to be one of those kinds of people that turns their back on you, or, you know, kicks dirt in your face while you're down. I never want to be one of those guys. I always want to be that guy that, regardless of age, sex, gender, anything, I always want to be that guy to hold out his hand when someone's on the ground, saying that I'm here to pick you up. I'm here to lift you up from that. Because it pains me to see people, you know, having to live through that shit again. It pains me to have to see people having to live through that same kind of nightmare over and over again. So that's just where I wanted to end it off. And just say thank you for what you've done for me. And, you know, I just wanted to speak out what I felt. Anyways, thank you, Someguy827. You know, thank you for a lot. And then, you know, I'm always here for you as a bro. Creepy Kells is always here for you. Everyone else that have been supporting you, they're always here. Take care.